So this is another response to a video on another creator's page. So definitely click back to that video, watch it first, and then come back for what I had to say. If you read the comments, people just love to argue about this. People love to feel superior, especially when it comes to parenting. And honestly, this is literally one of those things of like, it's human nature. So there were two instances of this when I was a kid. The first, I was about 5 or 6. Normally, my mom would take me to daycare before she went to work. And for some reason, she was literally an autopilot this day. I'm looking around, I'm like, the scenery's changed. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I said, Mommy, aren't you taking me to the babysitter? And she said, I forgot you were back there. Autopilot. The second instance was in high school. So we had a late start one week because it was testing. And I'd already passed mine, I think, like my freshman year. So I didn't need to go in. I could go in 2 hours late. Normally, my mom would drop me off to school every day because I wasn't driving yet. I didn't have a car. But this week I rode with a friend because we had a late start. Well, my mom, being in her routine, pulled up to the school to drop me off. And she's retelling the story, and she, we have a good laugh about it now, but she basically looked over to the passenger like, Deanna, aren't you gonna? And then she realized I wasn't in the car. This is literally one of those scenarios where we are just humans and we have routines and our brains go into autopilot. Like, do you ever remember times when you drive home and you don't remember the drive home? Have you ever spaced out in the middle of a conversation, not heard anything anyone said, and not have any recollection of like even where your mind went to when you spaced out? It's human nature. And I don't even know if it's more human nature to also like try and make yourself feel superior and think that those things are not going to happen to you. It can never happen to you because, you're just such a good parent. But no, literally, it's just a brain thing. Your brain goes into autopilot. You shift into your subconscious. Your conscious mind wouldn't forget your baby. But since you've shifted over to your subconscious, it happens. And so rather than trying to shame others for things that have happened in their life that have caused them to lose a child due to this, why don't we just acknowledge that there are things that we can do to prevent it? There's education to make people aware of just little steps to make sure that it doesn't happen. But like the first step is just acknowledging that it could happen.